like the seat belt wasn't, well, actually the car was in a wreck. 2005 Honda Pilot. Looks like they cut the seat belt here because it actually got the person stuck in the seat, so they ended up cutting the seat belt. So what we're gonna have to do is take all this panel stuff off first and see what's underneath, so we can take the seat belt mechanism off and replace it. So we're gonna start by taking this panel off first, because usually all these have is a bunch of just little clips that pop out right there. See, pretty simple. Same thing here, the front passenger side, it's got a panel right here on the side that you can see. We're gonna stick our fingers in there and grab it and just yank it up. Same thing with this one, it's got those little clips there to keep it nice and easy there. We'll kind of, so we can keep that from closing. It's got this, you have this door seal that you need to pop off also, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can yank that up. All we gotta do is pull up on it just like that. Just pull that off. You don't have to take it off completely. Same thing with this side here. We're gonna just yank on it a little bit, just like that. Just pull it away, because we need to be able to take this portion off. So this should have some kind of little clip right here. So we should be able to pop that off just like that. Okay. Save that to the side. So it looks like we have a nice big bolt here. Okay, so we found that it was a 14 socket, so we're going to take this off. I can bet this is going to be a long bolt with a fine thread. Seems to be. There you go. Oh, that wasn't too long. So now we're just going to go ahead and leave that there. And this panel should be able to just clip off too. There you go. Just pull that away from the wall. Let's see. Just clip all that off. There you go. Sorry about that. Let's see. So this has to go back the way that is, overlapping that. So I'm going to put that to the side and take this off here, this panel, and right here is your seat belt. Okay, so it looks like this bottom bolt right there is going to be also a 14. So we're going to put that right there. So push on it. Go out. Off, and then we're going to use a 10 millimeter for that one right there. Okay. And then we gotta disconnect this over here also. So we'll go ahead and disconnect this. What we gotta do here is we're gonna have to take this yellow clip away from the blue one, or the terminal. So by that we gotta take these two prongs away from each other. There you go. Pop that out. And the way you do this, in order to disconnect it, it's pretty unusual, but you pull this back, kind of like a spring-loaded thing, and that pops out just like that. And we'll put this one away because that's no good. And this is the not new but functioning one. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put the other seat belt. It's not a newer seat belt, but it's a functioning seat belt. So we're gonna go ahead and put this bottom big bolt on first. I'll put this 10mm bolt back on also. There, not too much, just enough. Okay, tighten this one up too. So, okay. This is the other piece of seat belt that was cut, so we're gonna have to take this off. This has a little cover. I'll go ahead and take that off. Matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it right here. So I'm going to reuse it on this one because it don't have one. Use it like that, or something like that. Okay, so we're going to take off this other piece of the seat belt. There's a 16mm bolt. We're going to be using a 16 wrench. Take that off. Okay. And again, that's going to look about that long, so that's what we're taking off because this is the new one that we're installing. So unfortunately we'll be here a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and install the other portion of the seat belt down here. Let's see, my lighting's okay, I think. This last bolt on there. Make sure this swivels back and forth just like that. Make sure that goes back and forth just like that. Let's loosen that a little bit more. Should be good. And we'll put this little boot over it. Just like so. Okay, so before we actually install this bolt up here, like so, we're gonna have to put this panel back up. It's got a little clip right there. Just snap that right there, and then we'll mount this bolt into that. So far so good. And then we'll be using a 14mm socket to tighten it up. It's got one of those metric fine threads. Okay, so that's there. And of course this has a couple of clips right here where we're gonna just push them through. So you got 1, 2, and 3. And find him here. Test that seat belt. It's looking good. Start pushing in this door seal here. Just gotta force it in a little bit. Okay. And on this side too. It's all aligned. Let's go ahead and get this rocker panel back on. Okay, and we had one here also. Tight. And let's see, we're forgetting something here. This little clipper deal here, just to make it look pretty. That's your adjustment for height on your shoulder. Put it about the middle. And let's give it a test real quick. Seat itself. Let's see. Okay, there you have it. Installation 2005 Honda Pilot. Driver or passenger seat, it's the same installation.